Are you tired of your job in social work? Are you looking to make a change? Do you feel you want to make a larger impact? Here are 4 jobs in tech that could be related to your work in psychology, mental or behavioral health, or social work. Hi everybody, so my name is Tony Moze, and a brief little background. I worked in psychology for 13 years, 3 years in research, and 10 years in direct patient care and in-home therapy with children, adolescents, adults, geriatrics, you name it, a whole gamut of DSM diagnoses, a whole host of problems intellectually and emotionally. I have worked with that. During my time working directly with clients, I also had to work with software. And the software that I worked with wasn't all necessarily the best kind of software. So that inspired me to go to General Assembly, where it was a software boot camp. It was a full stack web development. I got to build a front end and a back end, the stuff that you see graphically to your face, the user interface, as well as the stuff in the back end, such as data, records and all that stuff. I put that all together. And then I got my first job as a solutions engineer, or also known as a sales engineer, another synonyms, where I got to work directly with customers in the sales cycle and learned that not all jobs in tech require you to code software. So, do you like listening to people tell you their issues? Do you like providing clients with solutions to their issues? You ever used software sometimes and wondered, man, I wish someone made this better? Well, if you like people, like connecting with customers, or working on things that help people's lives better, then here are a few roles. Now, these roles are not a full list, but we will look at roles that are respectively in the pre and post sales roles in tech. So first and foremost, account executive. So what is an account executive? This is a salesperson, traditionally the salesperson. They're an executive of accounts. They are in charge of accounts. From beginning to the point it gets sold. This type of position, you don't necessarily need to know 50 or 100% about software. You just need to know how to sell and like selling to people, talking to people. Second role, sales engineer or solutions engineer. Now this position is where you should know 50 to 100% about software or anything related technically. These are the people who, like, there's Batman and there's Robin. Well, the SE is like the Robin, and I don't want to, I'm not trying to discount the SE because they're super valuable as well. They're the co-partners in crime, and how you say that, it all depends how you want to take that connotation or semantic. But they help the account executive out. The account executive does the negotiations and does the warm welcomes and introductions. But if they need someone to be able to dive a little bit more technical, they ask for the SE, the solutions engineer, to come in. Or the sales engineer. So the sales engineer, this person, depending on the company, you'll be doing more or less software coding. Most times you're doing little to none. And you're doing more the technical and business problem fixing. So you're doing it maybe from like talking about it and just diving in without necessarily having to really do hard code. But you have to know a little bit of technical stuff, if not a lot, and being able to tie it together with the business problems that your customer or prospective customer is having. So showing people how does the company you work for, a software solution, work to solve your prospective clients' business problems. If we're trying to make an association with mental health, if you're a therapist or a clinician or a social worker, you're giving them these kind of solutions. Hey, I want you to do cognitive behavioral therapy. I want you to do dialectical behavior therapy. I think this is going to be the things that work, after listening to you, obviously, intently and seeing what is, the presenting issues. Here's a solution that I feel will work with your problem, your issues, the needs that you may need. And this will help, you effectively be able to continue moving on with your life. All right. So if you're comfortable with giving software presentations, you're interested in the sales aspect and getting a little bit more technical, obviously talking more with customers, this is the position. Role number 3, customer success. Now this is more on the post-sale side. Once the customer has purchased the software, they will come to you. This job is about building and maintaining relationships, making sure they are happy, and this can break down into smaller pieces of it, smaller subsets of departments or roles. You could be helping them get acquainted with your company and how your product works. This job could be less technical than the solutions engineering position, but having a few skills can make you deadly, as one of my mentors have said. So maintaining relationships, making sure that they're using that product well. You're the customer success manager, so you will have to learn how to effectively work with different departments, whether it's the solutions engineer or product, maybe even marketing, maybe even the software developer, being able to tell them, hey, our customer needs this kind of integration, needs this extra piece of functionality or capability built into their software. So you have to make those kind of managing decisions. And, in a sense, you're managing. It's a tinge of project management, right? It's a tinge of it, and in a sense, you are managing, people, but this is what it entails. It's still sales because you're also helping with expansion, cross-selling, upselling. And I don't like saying upselling for customer success because they don't want to believe in sales. They don't think that, some people don't think they're sales, but they are. Your job, but the better way, I guess, to try to put it is your customer already has one solution, but maybe they need another one to help. They need another solution to help in another area of their business. So you gotta say, hey, I noticed that you also are having this issue. Well, we have this solution as well that can help with this part. So let's implement that to make it better, to make your experience better. And the 4th position, UX UI. UX stands for user experience. UI stands for user interface. Now, UX UI is about the user experience and how to build software applications with the human user in mind, right? It's the psychology of why people like you, when you go into an Instagram app or a Facebook app, why do you go, once you log in, why do you want the homepage or dashboard to show people's feeds? This is something that they've figured out through research. I call it the psychology of why applications and software are built for the end user. You, maybe. You would perform user interviews or use evidence-based theories to design and build software that would make your client's time smooth and easy when navigating that software. So, in conclusion, the 4 areas where your job in psychology, mental health, behavioral health is transferable into the tech scene, the tech industry, are account executive, sales engineer or solutions engineer, customer success, the post-sale side, or any subset of that customer success position, or UX UI, user experience, user interface. Now, I attach some videos that are relevant. Perhaps they're gonna be touching on these series of videos I did. So if you like what you saw in this video, please leave a like and comment below on any questions you might have and what position do you feel you would align with so far just by hearing this brief overview. Thank you once again. I am Tony Moze. Talk to you soon. One love.